When people talk about the Detroit Pistons and their bright future, they often first go to the backcourt tandem of Cade, Cunningham and Jaden Ivey and how special that duo can be. Then maybe they shift to this year's number 5 pick Ausar Thompson. But I'm here to tell you that they have found a big man tandem that is just as special. Detroit had their summer league opener today, and the two biggest standouts were Wiseman and Jalen Duren. They give the Pistons a legitimate Twin Towers look moving forward that is very different from how the game is normally played in this modern era. But with both players being able to space the floor at least to the mid-range, and being able to at least passably guard the perimeter at times, it ends up working. When most people tuned into the game, they were looking at Jaden Ivey, who was electric as a rookie, and Ausar Thompson, who's a ridiculous athlete and their top 5 pick, but they both got genuinely outplayed by Wiseman and Duren. The backcourt is great with a bright future and deserves recognition, but the frontcourt tandem could end up being just as special in the long term. The Detroit Pistons have found an elite big man duo. Now let's take a deeper look at the Pistons Summer League opener. Before we get into the Pistons' electrifying Summer League frontcourt, if you enjoy my content and watch a few videos of mine, think about subscribing. 96% of my viewers are actually not subscribed, so if you watched me before and enjoy the content, drop a sub and comment down below. It really helps the channel. Now let's take a look at 3 quick observations from their Summer League opener. 1. Going big. With Isaiah Livers absent for personal reasons, whatever suspense would have existed in determining a starting lineup was removed. The Pistons started the 3 established roster players, Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duren, and Wiseman, plus first-round draft picks Ausar Thompson and Marcus Sasser. So it probably says less about the new coaching staff being committed to 2 big lineups than it does about starting the 5 players the Pistons have the greatest investment in. But if the Pistons are going to start 2 big men, winning the rebound battle will be essential. They won it emphatically on Saturday, 46-30. Duren's quickness and activity was apparent not only in his 8 rebounds, but also in the fact he got fouled often enough to send him to the line for 10 free throws. He also knocked a 3-pointer and then connected on back-to-back mid-range jumpers in the 4th quarter, the second after an impressive ball handling sequence. He finished with 17 points and 8 rebounds in 29 minutes. Wiseman also hit a 3-pointer and finished with 16 points, 11 rebounds, and 2 blocked shots. 2. Passing fancy. Ausar Thompson's athleticism has caught the eye of teammates and coaches in practices, but the thing that jumped out about him in his summer league debut, his vision and passing. Thompson had 3 eye-opener passes in the first half of Saturday's win alone, highlighted by a one-hand dart from just inside the midcourt line that threaded a pair of Orlando defenders and set up Wiseman for an easy dunk. He also flashed on a sequence where he grabbed a defensive rebound, broke out on his own, and fired another pinpoint pass to Jared Rhoden for an open corner 3. Thompson isn't a score-first player at this point, but he checks off plenty of other boxes and he put that on display in his debut. He scored 7 points, hitting 5 of 6 free throws on 1 of 4 shooting, a nice drive and tough left-handed finish, but also added 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocked shots, and a steal. Even if it takes Thompson some time to find his niche as a scorer, he can serve as an ideal connective tissue in any number of lineup combinations the Pistons could put around him. The Pistons committed 8 first-quarter turnovers and trailed most of the half, but tied the game at halftime and led for nearly the entire second half. 3. A rough go. Jaden Ivey's first summer league was limited to 1 game in 5 minutes, but he did enough in that time to inflame the imagination of Pistons fans. His second summer league got off to a rougher start with 5 turnovers in the game's first 4 minutes. No one with the Pistons will be alarmed by that. Summer league games often yield chaotic stretches, and Ivey sprinkled in enough of the stuff that saw him finish the season as one of the NBA's ascending young stars. He also didn't get any favorable whistles either, after appearing to draw fouls on at least a few of his drives. Ivey finished with 14 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and 5 steals, despite a 5 of 18 shooting day and 6 turnovers. Ivey hit a big 3-pointer with less than 4 minutes to go, with Orlando trailing by 2, and set up two-way signee Malcolm Cazalan for a triple a minute later to push the lead to 6 and hit a clinching layup with a terrific left-handed finish, with a minute left to put the Pistons ahead by 7. Marcus Sasser, taken with the 25th pick, spent most of his time playing alongside Ivey but had stints playing with the ball in his hands as well. Sasser's three-point shot was as advertised. He gets it off quickly and the stroke is flawless. He finished with 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists, and hit 2 of 6 from the three-point line. There was some nice stuff throughout for Detroit. Sasser had a solid debut with his passing and scoring flashes early. Ausar Thompson was clearly feeling it as a distributor and defensively at times. But the biggest thing was the big man tandem, who combined for 33 points and 19 rebounds. It's not talked about enough, but James Wiseman and Jalen Duren are the Pistons' frontcourt of the future. Thanks for watching. I'm Herm. Have a good one.